Hi everyone, welcome into Siren Records Monterey. It's Fresh Catch Friday, and if you are new to the channel, this is where we talk about some of the new releases and reissues and represses that came out on vinyl today. So yes, it is Friday morning. It's quite early. I'm trying to not have so much glare when I show you guys records, so I have the lights at the back of the shop turned off for now. We'll see if this helps us at all. I think that there is a little bit of road noise going on this morning, but I think that the clock has finished chiming, so we're good to go in that respect. Anyway, new release Friday. I always start out with the pick of the week or a couple, if there's a couple of outstanding ones, which there are this week. So I'm going to get started with that, and this is the Black Pumas. And this is called Chronicles of a Diamond. It's on my beloved ATO label. This is their highly awaited sophomore album, and the band really broadened their palette to include a dazzling expanse of musical forms on this one. Heavenly hybrids of soul and symphonic pop and mind-bending excursions into jazz funk and psychedelia. There's starry-eyed love songs on here that feel dropped from the cosmos. It's wilder and weirder and more extravagantly composed than its predecessor. So Chronicles of a Diamond here arrives as the fullest expression of Black Pumas yet. Their frenetic creativity, their limitless vision. This comes on clear vinyl, and there's a download as well. And it does tell you that right here on the sticker. Yay, we like when they do that. Okay, but there's two picks for you this week. My second one is Toro y Moi Sandhills. Now this is on Dead Oceans, and this is both a tender love letter to Chaz Bundwick. He refers to himself as Chaz Bear, so we'll call him Chaz Bear. This refers to, it's a love letter to his hometown of Columbia, South Carolina, and it's a very poignant and bittersweet acceptance that one can never really go back home. Recalling Sufjan Stevens or Swans or Karen O's soundtrack work for Where the Wild Things Are, these like loping folk pop songs are themselves sort of Saturn's Return, kind of reminiscent of Chaz Bear's first handmade CDRs as Toro y Moi. So he gave them out to friends in the earliest days under that moniker. And the release is stuffed in the Case Logic visor of his friends' cars, and each listen brings a little more of the detail into life. The mall after which Sandhills is named. The teenage friends spending like hours there full of, big ennui and even bigger dreams, and the late capitalist decline and empty big box stores of Sandhills today. So this has an etched B-side. It's on basic standard black vinyl, but it's 5 songs. But, really worth it. I'm a big fan of Toro y Moi's stuff all the time. But anyway, this is not going to let you down either. Okay? I've neglected to mention that there is a list posted down below that gives you the prices, and it goes in somewhat alphabetical order, although we don't talk about every single title because we're trying to move through it. And then so you can just like have a look there and see if there's anything that catches your fancy. Okay, so let's get to it. This is Christina Aguilera, and it's called Aguilera. This is through Sony US Latin. It's the 9th studio album by American singer-songwriter Christina Aguilera, and it was released through Sony Music Latin in May of 2022 as the follow-up to her first Spanish-language album, Mi Reflejo, in 2000. If I have to pronounce Spanish-language words or that, and I'm really sorry if I'm not doing a great job with that, okay? Anyway, and her previous release, Liberation, in 2018. Titled after her Ecuadorian surname, Aguilera created the album as a means to pay tribute to and connect her and her children with their heritage, their Latin American heritage. So Aguilera is a trilogy album consisting of 3 separately released parts, La Fureza, La Tormenta, and La Luz. Each part deals with one of the album's central themes of empowerment, vulnerability, and healing. Okay, and it's a very iconic looking picture of Christina on the cover there. Okay, so next up we have Blur, Modern Life is Rubbish. And this is through Warner Parlophone. Now, you know how we always have Record Store Day? Well, in the UK, they also have what they call a National Album Day there. And this was released for National Album Day. It's Blur's second album, and is regarded as one of the defining releases of the Britpop era. The album features the singles For Tomorrow, Sunday Sunday, and Chemical World. So the album turned 30 this year. And to celebrate this occasion, Parlophone released a limited colored vinyl edition for National Album Day in October, and it's been created to pay tribute to the album, with the format facing stiff competition from music streaming. So that's kind of the reason that they created National Album Day, just to, have people get into vinyl and, away so much from streaming. So this is a double 140 gram, 12-inch vinyl, 300 GSM board. Now, what in the hell does that mean? It's in short, GSM stands for grams per square meter. There are thousands of varieties of like paper and board, which have a wide range of properties. So they're telling you that they're giving you a deluxe jacket here. And there's a 6 millimeter spine, 12-inch gatefold outer sleeves with gloss, dispersion finish, 2 of 135 GSM gloss art paper inner sleeves, 12-inch inner sleeve with the gloss dispersion finish. I think that is just the same thing said twice. Okay, so this is on transparent orange vinyl, limited to 5,000 copies. All right, next up. This is Discharge. It's called Why. It's on Radiation Reissues. It's the debut album from the hardcore punk legends Discharge, originally released in 1981. Upon its initial release, it peaked at #1 in the UK indie album charts. And when it comes to classic hardcore punk, Discharge are truly one of the all-time greats. So this is on limited opaque red, and there's only 500 copies of this. All right, next up, this is Dawan, Heaven Comes Down. It's on Silver Lining Music. So Dawan bring their timeless convertible Ferrari rock and roll power to the table with Heaven Comes Down, and an unapologetic celebration of everything that Dawan do best. You want to rock? It's here. If you want ballads, they got those too. The pattern of Heaven Comes Down never falters in delivering the goods on both sides of that fence. So mixed by Kevin Shirley, who has mixed Aerosmith, Iron Maiden, and Joe Bonamassa, and produced by Bill Palmer and Don Dawan. Fans will love it. Neutrals will be wonderfully surprised by some of the ingredients within Heaven Comes Down. And there's a printed lyric inner sleeve, and it's on lavender marble vinyl. Okay, then we have Duran Duran, Dance Macabre. This is through BMG Rights Management, US. They return with their new album, Dance Macabre. The 13-song collection features 3 brand new songs, haunting covers of songs by artists like Billie Eilish and Talking Heads and the Rolling Stones, and the Specials, and new versions of Duran Duran classics from their own catalog. There's a rare rework B-side of a fan favorite track that's called Secret October 31st. And guest artists include producer, guitarist, and composer Nile Rodgers, Victoria D'Angeles of Måneskin. Aren't they they're that Italian rock band? I never know how to say their name properly. I think it's Måneskin, but it looks kind of like it's spelled Maniskin or something. But anyway, hopefully you know who I'm talking about. And former band members Andy Taylor and Warren Cucurullo. So it's exquisitely packaged here, featuring images adapted from a collection of authentic vintage seance photos that band member Nick Rhodes sourced at an auction. This is 2 LPs on exclusive smog-colored vinyl. All right, this is Earthless. It's called Black Heaven. And this comes to us on Nuclear Blast. This is psychedelic album art, great guitar riffs, extended and gratuitous jams on this. Think Hendrix meets Led Zepp meets Sabbath, okay? This is on natural vinyl, and that is sort of, to you and me, it's like a bone-colored vinyl, okay? Then we have The Flamin' Lips, live at the Forum, London, UK, 1/22/2003. This is through Warner Records. Now, the release is a recording of the last show of the UK dates in January of 2003 at London's Forum Theatre. The 15 song show was broadcast naturally by the BBC, nationally by the BBC. In addition to playing key songs from Yoshimi, the set list includes fan favorites like She Don't Use Jelly, Waiting for a Superman, and Race for the Prize. And this is the first time on vinyl, and it's on a limited edition double pink, okay? Again, I think that this is that time of year where we get so many doubles, you know, there's a lot of them. All right, next up, this is a reissue of Future Beast Mode on Epic Records. Beast Mode is Future's 14th mixtape. It came out in January of 2015, and along with Monster and 56 Nights, it is considered part of a trilogy of album quality mixtapes. Features the hit tracks Layup and Peacoat, and this is the first time ever on vinyl. And I believe that is straight up standard black. Okay, and as mentioned, this one is Monster, and that was the 13th mixtape. Now, I'm sure that 56 Nights is around somewhere, but these are the two that I have to show you as part of that trilogy, okay? So it was, this one was released in October of 2014 by Free Bands Entertainment. It features hit tracks Codeine Crazy and Throwaway, also the first time ever on vinyl. Okay, this is an anniversary, the 20th anniversary of Jose Gonzalez Veneer. This is on mute. Recorded in Gonzalez's cramped Gothenburg apartment with just a 4-track recorder and later a computer and Cubase. Veneer is, in fact, probably couldn't have been any more honest or uncompromising. So 2 decades later, Veneer remains utterly exceptional, from its hushed opener called Slow Moves to its fragile closer called Broken Arrows. And with the likes of the mesmerizing Crosses, the spellbinding Dead Weight on Velveteen, that was his first single released in 2000, and the rhythmically entrancing Love Stain, still as timeless as they were 20 years ago. And 20th anniversary limited edition clear vinyl numbered gatefold includes a bonus live LP recorded in 2003, a 24-page booklet with essays, and a song guide from Jose. So that's a pretty cool package there. Okay, next, this is Ivy, Realistic, and this is on Bar None Records. So this is 90s pop duo from New York City that brought European elegance to the indie rock scene. Gangly garage rock guitar riffs, breathy French accented female vocals, catchy tunes, insightful lyrics. It captures the exuberance as well as good measure of the angst of youth. And this was their 1995 debut album. And I believe this one is also just standard black vinyl. Okay, next up, this is Joi Bid One. This is on 88 Rising. Osaka-born singer and producer Joi is a multi-talented visionary. Sorry about that glare, I'm trying. With a cult following from every corner of the internet. His first full-length studio, Ballads One, is simply put a collection of ballads dedicated to the theme of change. Each song deals with a struggle of change, leaving toxic environments, grappling with temptations, and refusing to change, and serve as reminders to Joi to be comfortable with his own growth. So the album is told from multiple perspectives, based on both people in Joji's life and imagined. It also reflects his evolution as an artist since the release of his debut EP, In Tongues, in November of 2017. Through the recording process, Joji's unlocked an ambitious new sound and style that is uniquely his own. This is the 5-year anniversary edition on translucent red vinyl. And I believe it tells you that on the sticker. Okay, this is Journey Frontiers. This is the 40th anniversary remastered. It's on Legacy Recordings. So yeah, we've got some anniversary things coming out this week. This includes the hits Separate Ways, Faithfully, Center My Love, plus a bonus 7-inch featuring new remixes of Only the Young and Separate Ways by Steve Perry and Bruce Miller, along with the original single versions of Only the Young and Ask the Lonely that were left off the original vinyl release due to time constraints. And this, again, I believe is just standard black vinyl. Kind of surprised. I would have expected that would have been something they'd put on colored, but hey, there you go. Okay, for our friend Mike's got the spins, who is the biggest King Giz fan that I know. This is King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard on the KGLW label. This is the Silver Chord extended mix. This is the 25th studio album. It's a full-hearted and purposeful embrace of electronic equipment and electronic music in its own right. Standard edition LP here is pressed on what they're calling Lucky Rainbow Wax. So King Giz have done that before, where you kind of don't know exactly what you're going to get. But this Silver Chord is the 25th, studio album by the Australian psychedelic rock band King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. So just probably one of the most productive and creative bands out there. So they're up for another round. And it is packaged in the cardboard kind of slip case. But, I know that they're trying to be very environmentally sound with putting that out, but I find the shelfware gets to be where they start looking really ratty when people have been pawing all over it. So, I still kind of put them in shrink when they come in, because I just, people buy them, I want them pristine. So I know that kind of defeats the purpose of what King Giz are doing, but, it's one of those things. Okay, this is Lefay, Bewitched, and this is on Lefay LLC. Composer, singer, producer, and multi-instrumentalist Lefay continues her story by writing and recording Bewitched, her second album, inspired by jazz greats and classical masters, while possessing a point of view that could only be conveyed as a 21st century 20-something. Bewitched represents an expansion of Lefay's sonic palette. Tracks like Breezy Bossa Nova, cut that's called From the Start, and the smoldering string-assisted ballad Promise have classic songcraft and intricate arrangements that make them feel kind of instantly timeless, while Lefay's conversational lyrics give her music a relatability to the next generation of jazz, pop, and classical aficionados. This is on opaque orange vinyl. Although you would have no clue about that because they don't tell us, but you can take that to the bank. That's what it is. Okay. This is a reissue of Led Zeppelin 4 on Electric Catalog Group. So this is the album that put Led Zeppelin into the homes around the world, acting as a successful marriage of the hard rock from their second album with folkier meanderings from their third. It's an album that demonstrates their subtlety and restraint as much as their stadium-filling grandstanding, and it is this cemented their superstar rock status with a musically obscure, mystically obscure sleeve here, a remarkable range of tunes. 4 is still for many the best example of the group's craft, and this is on crystal clear vinyl. It's part of Atlantic's 75th anniversary kind of special reissue packages. Okay. This thing came out on Record Store Day, and I couldn't believe what the demand for this was. So now, as kind of happens after Record Store Day, the frenzy's over, it does get reissued, and this is, believe it or not, Macho Man Randy Savage, Be a Man, on the Girder Records label. So he was a WWE wrestling superstar and two-time WWF World Heavyweight Champion with dazzling over-the-top costumes and his signature phrase, "Oh yeah." Maybe you guys know what this means. I don't. But I'm just telling you what the blurb is, okay? Macho Man won over wrestling fans worldwide and eventually appeared in nearly every Slim Jim commercial. He even portrayed the wrestler Bonesaw McGraw in the 2002 movie Spider-Man. His music career began in '93 with his debut on WrestleMania. The album, alongside other wrestlers such as Bret the Hitman Hart, The Undertaker, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and others. So in October of 2003, Savage released his debut rap hip-hop album, Be a Man, which sold staggering amounts over the years. It includes a tribute song to fellow wrestler Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig, who passed away earlier that year. And the album also features the title track, Be a Man, which takes aim at fellow wrestling icon and former Mega Powers tag team partner Hulk Hogan. It's on orange vinyl that is indicated on the sticker. So if you were after that and couldn't get it, you sure can now. Okay. Next up, this is Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil picture disc. This is through BMG Rights Management. And okay, so there's a picture disc that you can get, or if you're hardcore, you can get the box. This is a limited edition box set. This is a 4-time platinum album, okay? And I'm just showing you this large box, and we'll get into that in a second here. But okay, so this was Motley Crue's landmark second album, and Shout at the Devil. It was originally released in 1983. At the height of Satanic Panic, Shout at the Devil catapulted Motley Crue to superstardom, delivering on the hype and the promise of their platinum debut, Too Fast for Love. Motley Crue's second album hit the top 20 and was certified quadruple platinum for many music fans. Shout at the Devil was the first time they witnessed an album with this imagery and lyrical content on mainstream retail shelves. Okay, so this is the picture disc. You can see the pentagram there, and the box set. Okay, I'm just going to let you know here. It's newly remastered audio. Shout at the Devil yellow and orange marble on 180 grams. Shout at the Devil rarities white and red marble 180 gram. Shout at the Devil CD and Shout at the Devil cassette. Looks That Kill white 7-inch, Too Young to Fall in Love orange 7-inch, Devil board with metal planchette, metal pentagram 7-inch adapter, Devil candle holder, felt pouch and bandana, band member tarot cards, 12-inch pentagram seance board, and 2 12-inch Shout at the Devil blood album cover litho art prints. So you get all that in the big box if that's what you're after, okay? So let me just pop that here. All right, next up, this is the Mountain Goats, Jenny from Thebes. It's on Merge Records. So Jenny from Thebes began its life as many albums by the Mountain Goats do, with John Darnell playing the piano until a lyric emerged. And that lyric, Jenny, a warrior, Jenny was a thief, Jenny hit the corner clinic begging for relief, became Jenny 3, a song which laid down a challenge he'd never taken up before. So writing the sequel to one of his most beloved albums. This is a limited edition yellow and black vinyl. There's a download included, and I believe we have this on CD as well. Okay, this is Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark, Bauhaus Staircase. This is on White Noise Touring LLC. Okay, OMD returned with their 14th studio album over 6 years after the triumph of their 4 charting record, The Punishment of Luxury, in 2017. The album was born from an impetus to kickstart new explorations during lockdown, when Andy McCluskey admits that he rediscovered the creative power of total boredom. The album's first offering as a single is the title track, which serves as a nod to both Andy McCluskey's love of the Bauhaus era and the power of protest in art. So this is a limited indie exclusive on red vinyl, and it does tell you that on the sticker. Okay, next up, this is Poppy. It's called Zig, and this is through Sumerian Records. So Zig is a highly anticipated new album by Poppy on Sumerian Records. The album is at once tender and tough, filled with bold electronic beats and deep metal rock riffs reminiscent of early 90s industrial. Recorded with producer Ali Payami and her longtime collaborative partner Simon Wilcox, the three of them made an album that is both from the heart and creatively significant. This is on mint green, black, and white marble vinyl. Okay, next up, this is Sheer Mag, compilation 1, 2, and 3. This is on Third Man Records. And Sheer Mag's compilation LP features the Philadelphia rock band's 3 7-inches released between 2014 and 2016. All 12 songs were recorded onto the same vintage 8-track tape machine, carted to various locations around Philadelphia. The first 2 were produced in a makeshift studio wedged between 2 bedrooms in the band's former South Philly house, while the third came out of a practice space in the Port Richmond neighborhood. Sequenced chronologically, The newly remastered songs reveal a young DIY band finding its own sound. This is on limited edition opaque metallic gold vinyl. Next up, this is The Streets, the darker the shadow, the brighter the light. This is through International Repertoire International. The album is a classic Streets album filled with Skinner's trademark lyrical wizardry and beats honed over a decade of building his other career as a legitimate bass rap DJ in clubs. All songs written by Skinner, but featuring vocal contributions from longtime collaborators Kevin Mark Trail and Robert Harvey, as well as track featuring Teef. The songs on the album soundtrack the film and also play the role of narrator of the film at times. Whilst neither the album or the film exist without each other, both can be enjoyed separately. This is on Coke bottle green vinyl, and it does tell you that on the sticker. Okay, next up. Now, before, you guys, if anybody, don't complain about this, because the reason that I sometimes feature albums, I know that these people don't need our help in promoting or selling anything, but you have to remember that some of our locals watch to see what came out today, and this, if I talk about it, it will save us intercepting a lot of calls all morning long, answering the same questions over and over again. Okay, so with that said, we are going to feature Taylor Swift 1989 Taylor's version. This is on Taylor Swift Republic Records. Now, 1989 Taylor's version vinyl is 21 songs, including 5 previously unreleased songs from the vault. There's 4 editions of this, and we only got 2 color variants in. I think we're expecting the others, but for now there's just the 2. Okay, this is a collectible album, gatefold jacket with unique front and back cover art, 2 discs. Each collectible album sleeve includes lyrics and never before seen photos for each version. So this one here I'm showing you is the one on rose pink vinyl, and like I said, that's the album art is exclusive to the colorways, and then this one is the aquamarine, and that'll tell you there on the sticker. So that's that and that. All right, so I think that there's a blue one, and I'm not sure what the 4th color is, but anyway, for now, this is what we have. Okay, next up, this is Talking Heads Naked, Warner and Rhino Records. It's part of the Rocktober series. So Naked, originally released in 1988, it includes Nothing But Flowers and Blind. It was reissued for the first time since the original release, and it is on limited edition orchid colored vinyl, and it does indicate that on the sticker. Okay, next up, this is Twista Kamikaze on Atlantic. This is the RIAA certified platinum 2004 album from Twista, pressed on burnt orange 140 gram vinyl, and it features the hit singles Slow Jams and Overnight Celebrity, with production from Kanye West and Jazzy Fa, and it does tell you that that's on the burnt orange there on that. Okay, this is a various artists, and that's what I call music, the 20th anniversary volume 1. This is through Legacy Recordings. Now 25th Anniversary is a spin-off album in the US Now series, and it's the 4th anniversary record to be released after the Best of Now, 10th Anniversary, and Now 20th Anniversary volumes 1 and 2. The track list was voted by fans through a sweepstakes, and this is double LP silver vinyl. Okay. All right, so there's a lot of Christmas albums coming in, and I'm going to just quickly show you these. I won't really go into detail, but this one, for example, Linda Ronstadt, Oh Mercy Little Christmas, and it is on metallic silver vinyl, okay? Then we have the Vandals, the 25th annual Christmas Formal on limited edition red marble vinyl. That looks like that. There's a CD of that one too. And then this one, that just looks great. This is a Very Metal Christmas, and it's on limited edition red vinyl, and looks like that, and you've got a whole host of stars performing there. All right, this is also Dave Brubeck Christmas. This is a 2 LP edition, features holiday favorites. It's on 180 gram vinyl, and it includes liner notes by Dave Brubeck. Okay, and if you're local, for your convenience, I know that it's kind of hard to move around the store and mine for holiday records if that's what you're after. So we do have a section up front where we've got 4 bins of nothing but holiday records. So it's nice and easy. If this is the stuff that you're after, that's where you will find it. Quick and easy. And so there's some October Halloweeny kind of stuff in there too. Mostly it's like, the Christmas stuff, but you will find some of the other, like the Halloween soundtrack in there and Nightmare Before Christmas, that kind of stuff is in there too. Okay, so we're hitting the 30-minute mark now. I hope that there's something here you found that you love. Please do come in and see us. It's 10 to 4 every single day of the week. And anyway, everybody have a good weekend, and I'll see you next time.